The Big Show with Night and Day. Barista-made coffee just the way you love it.
Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size.
This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Friday afternoon. It's the 3rd of May, 2024. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Mogi, you stallion, how's life?
Going pretty grousey, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee, as we approach the latest weekend, the next weekend of the year, and we're in May, man. I don't know if you know that.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
It's hard to believe.
Yeah, time flies, Mogi.
It sure does when you're having so much fun.
Fun, yeah, for sure. Hey, can I just say too, man, very cool T-shirt you're wearing today.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Have you heard of She Heart?
Yeah, I have actually. Good band. Good. Oh, is that what it is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, in celebration of New Zealand Music Month. Keyzie, you mad bastard.
Hello.
Your cap could do with a wash, mate.
Oh, don't start.
It's just making an it's quite stained because it's a white cap. It just looks a little bit dirty, and I hate a dirty cap.
Well, this is the hat that Pugs gave me, so he'll be incredibly disappointed to hear that you think it's dirty. For the record, I'm wearing a Dallas Tomita shirt. He's the front man for Fat Freddy's Drop. And Hoity J, you've got a weird blue shirt over the top of your Brooke Fraser T-shirt.
Yeah.
Fraser, sorry.
Brooke Fraser.
Fraser, yeah.
Well, I was a big fan of Brooke. Still am a big fan of Brooke's, actually. Back in my sort of Katy Perry days.
Yeah. What's your favourite song from her again?
Well, this is the thing. I can never remember the names of songs. But
we'll just whistle the tune.
I remember the overall vibe of her music.
You were saying
it was very good.
You were saying off here that you didn't even know that she was a musician.
Was I? Yeah, good. Hey, listen, it's a Friday, so shout out Friday. Text us 3483 if you want to do a shout out.
Everyone that does that, by the way, in the draw for a $50 Night and Day voucher, 3483.
Yeah, good stuff. He's Daft Punk.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Foo Fighters there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon, 11 minutes past 4 o'clock. Any shout outs there, Keyzie?
Yeah, heaps on 3483. Keep them coming. G'day, flowers. Can I get a shout out to my good mate Mike Hawke?
Nah.
Sure. Oh. G'day, Three Musketeers. Shout out to all the mad bastards at Alpha One Builders except for Devon because he's a dick.
Oh, Devon.
Oh, it's a bit harsh on Devon.
Oh, also a nice recovery one here. Shout out to Jared who's recovering well from his hog reduction surgery.
Yeah, good stuff. Now, I mentioned our cool T-shirts that we're all wearing at the moment. Mogie's got a She Heart. I've got my Brooke Fraser. What was your one again,
Dallas
Keyzie?
Tomita from
Yes.
Fat Freddy's.
Can I just say, I just saw the photo of us looking amazing on Instagram.
Yes.
When I say amazing, we look like a couple of losers, Hoyt, you and me. We've got some work to do, brother.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
Have I got moob action going on again?
It's not so. It was just a general stance thing
right.
that we had going on. We had a new photographer, to be honest.
Mate, I've been photographed probably a million times.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't quite have the enthusiasm that you should, after so many shots of you.
I agree.
In the papers and the tabloids, all that sort of stuff, Mogi.
Sure.
Hey, but one of the reasons we're wearing these really cool T-shirts is, of course, May is New Zealand Music Month.
Yeah.
What a lot of people don't know about that is Mogi and I were the ones to kick New Zealand Music Month off many, many years ago.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
really?
Yeah, mate.
So what actually, because I've always wondered about this, why did you decide to start it? How did it all come about?
Well, it was much. A lot of it was because we were finding that there was a lot of American bands and English, or sort of. I don't want to call them foreign muck.
Yeah,
foreign muck is sort of how we refer to it.
A lot of Aussie stuff too.
Yeah, a lot of Aussie stuff. And Jase and I had our own band. We had a duo going, and we were struggling to get any airtime whatsoever. And so we thought that the way to go would be to pressure the government into making it compulsory. That there would be a quota essentially, Jase.
Yes.
We aimed for 100%.
Wow.
Because initially they said 50%. We said 50% quota. And they agreed to that, which was quite good, which meant the radio stations had to, at least half of the music during the month had to be New Zealand
music. Yeah.
But we still weren't getting played. So then we pressured the government and we got it pushed up to 60%.
Right.
Still weren't getting played.
Right, okay, so that's weird. So something weird must have been happening there.
Incidentally, just very quickly, if you're wondering what our duo was called, it was called Dual Purpose.
Yes, that's right.
Very funky little band we were too.
Right.
And that was before we sort of repackaged ourselves as C&Bs.
Yeah.
C&Bs.
Yeah.
Because I picture you guys as like the male version of the Top Twins.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly right.
Do you yodel?
Hugely popular. Hugely popular.
At the end of our careers, we were called the Dirty Cracks.
Yeah.
Right. Why'd you have so many rebrands? It seems like...
I think if you're an innovative sort of band, you've got to, always reinvent yourself. It's like a radio show, always reinventing itself.
Right.
Is it?
Yeah, exactly.
So it was really about getting the sort of exposure that we needed for New Zealand music.
Oh, okay.
Ultimately, we got it pushed up to 100%.
Yeah.
And we still didn't get played.
Wow, that's weird.
Well, we didn't have any songs.
Oh.
We didn't have any songs. We were just covers band.
Oh.
We thought because we were from New Zealand, they'd play us, but they wouldn't.
And were you covering New Zealand songs?
Nah.
Well, no.
It was at the time. It was what we considered in the industry. We called it Kiwi muck.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed. Oasis there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon, 22 minutes past 4 o'clock. A special treat for all the listeners out there now. Broadcasting legend. I think that's fair, fellas,
Absolutely.
don't you?
I think so,
Broadcasting legend. Matt Heath joins us. Matty, you mad bastard. How's life?
Oh, bloody good. That's accurate description, actually. And finally, a bit of respect. I've been in the industry for over 3 years now, and really means something that you guys are finally showing me. Just a modicum of kudos.
Yeah, mate, I've been saying that in private for a long time, Matty. I just felt it was time for me to go public with it.
We were just about to lay down a haka out of respect, but it's not quite the same over the phone.
No, but it's the thought that counts, so I'll accept that haka in the spirit that you intended it if you had done it.
Matty,
Bowie?
Speaking of you being a legendary broadcaster, your podcasts are just absolutely going off at the moment, and I believe your latest one is about an old mate of mine, Peter Plumley Walker.
Yeah, I thought that you'd appreciate this, actually, because there's been a lot of jokes made on the ACC about Peter Plumley Walker. We've talked about him a lot with the handlebar moustache and the B&D and the being hiffed over the Hooker Falls in 1989 and such. But I just realised I didn't really know much about it. So I went into like a 1 month investigation into absolutely all of it, from his life, Renee Chignall's life, who was the dominatrix, and Neville Walker, her boyfriend, and Chris Harder, the defence lawyer for Neville Walker, and Stuart Grieve, the defence lawyer for Renee Chignall. And I've gone through all of it. I went deep, and now we've unleashed it in the Matt and Jerry True Crime podcast. Who was Peter Plumley Walker? And we've done 2 episodes so far. The first 2 are up there, and it's salacious stuff, I've got to tell you, boys.
Matt Heath, Keyzie here, mate. An honour to talk to such a broadcasting legend. Quick question. What triggered this whole deep dive into this random event from, as you say, 35 years ago?
I think it's moustache-based primarily, and
right.
I think the handlebar moustache on Peter Plumley Walker is what's always attracted me to the case. And the B&D, to be honest, Keyzie.
Yeah.
That's bondage and discipline, Keyzie.
Yeah.
You could do with a bit of that.
Yeah, love it. And also the Hooker Falls, because the amount of water that goes through there in any given second is quite impressive.
Oh, that's amazing, isn't it? And what about the fish and chips element? Was that something that excited you?
You know what? So today we went into massive detail, everything that happened on the final day of Peter Plumley Walker's life in the podcast today. And one of the strangest things is once they find Peter Plumley Walker dead after the B&D session, they had a call and they're trying to resuscitate him, and it's a call from Chignall's mum who says, I'm coming around with some fish and chips. And they're like, oh, shit, it's a classic sitcom type situation. Oh, no, we've killed an umpire with a big handlebar moustache, and mum's coming around with the fish and chips. What are we going to do?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, drama.
What they decide to do is spend 2 hours eating fish and chips with Renee Chignall's mum, and also Neville Walker used to own 2 chip shops. So apparently, Peter Plumley Walker's dead in the other room. They get involved in a very, very heated argument about the quality of the fish and chips that Renee Chignall's mum's brought round. So the fish and chips play heavily. And so that was a great question. Thank you for that.
Wow. Matt Heath, before we let you go, mate, I understand Pugs has prepared us a little clip of the podcast outro, mate. So we'll just play this and then you can speak to it straight off the back. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
It stinks. Yeah, and the way that they know that it's... Excuse me? Did I just swear?
Oh,
Jeez, so much drama, you're right.
seems to be some sort of mistake. Sorry. That was a clip of Matt dropping an F-bomb on the breakfast show. Sorry, Matt.
It's interesting, because you guys know you're not allowed to swear on the radio.
Yes.
But you are allowed to swear not on the radio.
Yes.
We have an instinct to know when we're on the radio and when we're not, but somehow I dropped that at that point and just absolutely ripped an F-bomb.
Well,
I was shocked, actually. I was shocked at myself. I was disgusted, and I'd like to apologise to you, all of you on the big show, because, it reflects badly on you, and you guys are...
Oh, where's he gone?
Because of my potty mouth.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, Matty, you don't need to apologise. Keyzie's dropped 2 in the last 2 weeks, so it seems to be a rash. It seems to be a rash that's going through Radio Hodaki at the moment.
There is a rash of it going on, but can I just say, as a result of you being such a broadcasting legend, Matt Heath, the quality of your F-bomb was infinitely superior to the quality of either of Keyzie's F-bombs.
Real clarity there, mate.
Well, you can tell my professionalism when I stop and I froze like a possum in headlights. That's what a professional does.
Yeah, so mine have been sort of under my breath, small, off-the-cuff ones, whereas yours was pronounced. It was brilliant.
And can I just say that, in those situations where somebody in the team has made a mistake, what you need is the support of your fellow broadcasters. So in your instance, Jeremy immediately says, Excuse me? Excuse me? And then everybody's pointing at it. And for us, we've actually had it pointed out by listeners, and we had to clip it off and replay it days later just to make sure that we'd heard it right on the air.
Yeah, I mean, actually, my team has backed me up by playing it repeatedly and sending it to all the middle management that they can, and I really appreciated that. That level of professionalism and support from your team. You need it.
And you can now see that clip on the Matt and Jerry Show's Instagram page. Get along there and give that a look.
If they put that up there,
they have.
The support is fantastic. I mean, they've gone as far as putting on social. God, what a team.
Good on you, Matty. Hey, mate, thanks for joining us. I'm going to be listening to that tonight, the Peter Plumley Walker. I'm still a bit upset you didn't interview me about it, but that's all good, mate.
Yeah, actually, we should. This could go forever, this true crime series that we're doing.
Good on you, Matty.
I'll talk to your people, actually. Hey, guys, love you.
Oh, I love you too, man. Thanks, mate. Thanks.
You are a really good...
What?
Bastard.
I didn't give Keyzie enough of a hit. Oh, yeah.
Do it again.
Good stuff. Hey, Matty, you are a really good bastard, mate.
So good,
right,
Jase. Thanks for making me do that, mate. By the way, Wage Against the Machine is up next, so get ready to call 0800 Hodaki.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Do what they told you. What they told you. Do what they told you. Do what they told you.
It's time to wage against the machine.
Winning in the game of.
Yeah, I've missed not giving cash away, fellas.
Winning in the game.
Yes, so
Do
good.
what Hodaki told you.
Is that going to... Are we doing this for the rest of the year?
I don't know.
Right.
I hope so.
Blair, you mad bastard. How's life?
Fellas, how are we?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. So what do you do for a crust, Blair?
Just a bit of woodworking, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
What a goddamn backbone you
Massive
are.
backbone. I like a bit of woodworking myself. Nothing makes me happier getting out in the shed there with the old lathe, etc.
Oh, sure do. Got to get the chisel in there, mate.
Good on you, Blair. Now, listen, the wage today, $120 an hour.
Holy.
Not bad, huh?
Not bad at all, fellas.
Yeah, that could be a good wee dollop of super liquor cash if you play your cards right there, Blair, all right?
Oh, cheers to that.
Now remember, Blair, shout out the stop very loudly, okay, mate? We don't want you to lose this here.
No worries, fellas.
And just quickly, Blair, because I know you don't know how this works, the hourly wage is $120 an hour. You'll then clock into the machine. Make sure you say stop before the machine clocks you out, all right?
Yep, sounds good.
Let's do it.
Let's
Give
get
me
into
some
it.
cash for the weekend.
Welcome to the machine. 1 hour. 2 hours. 3 hours. 4 hours.
Stop.
Oh.
480.
480.
That's good eating.
That is a good wedge of cash there, Blair.
Oh, cheers to that.
That's a
fellas.
good poop of
Cheers
cash.
to Super Liquor and cheers to Radio Hauraki.
There you
Good on
go.
you, mate. You can buy a bit of wood with that. Hey, let's see where it would have gone to, Blair.
Yeah, let's do.
5 hours. 6 hours.
7 hours.
So you're kind of about in the middle there, but
Yeah,
480, mate.
Yeah, good eating.
480.
Never gone that long.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty good one today, Blair. But still, $480 thanks to Super Liquor, mate. Thanks for playing.
Oh, yeah, thanks, fellas.
Enjoy
You
that,
may
mate.
have a ripple weekend.
Superb afternoon, eh?
Yeah, you
thanks,
too,
mate.
Blair.
Just going to hand you over to Putsan in Studio B.
Hey, a few shout-outs here on 3483 Flowers. Do you want me to quickly read those?
Yes, please.
Just because it's Shout-Out Fridays. Shout-out to the boys at Rockstar Roofing who are still punching hard on a Friday arvo.
Beautiful.
Big shout-out to my brother in Aussie listening on the line. David, your backbone.
Oh.
So if your name's David and you're in Aussie right now, your brother texts that in. And g'day, you mad bastard. Shout-out to Uncle Chris on his way home from Mahi. Also, this one's cool. Anthony has moved to Austria, but he listens to the podcast every single day. So
Good on you, mate.
big shout out to him from Carsten.
A few listeners in Austria, actually.
There's a
for the
few.
old potties.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Is a bit of the Beastie Boys for your Friday afternoon.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Arctic Monkeys there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon. The time is exactly 4:47. So let's get into this, shall we?
Time to chat footy with me, Keyzie.
And Mogi.
What are the Warriors up to?
And Hoity J.
No, don't. Get your own segments. There's plenty of them. The Warriors fellas taking on the Newcastle Knights 4 p.m. this very Sunday. If you are planning on watching the game on Sky, make sure you check it on Sky Sport 9. Me and Di Henwood commentating. And it's going to be a ripper. Mogi, you and I spoke about this on Wednesday after we saw the team list. We're feeling very positive heading into this game. The Knights are without Kalen Ponga, he won the Dally M last year, which means he's the best player in the competition. He's gone. They've got a young fella starting at fullback, a few little injury possible scratchings closer to the time as well. So the time is right. 10-day turnaround. Happy as.
Feeling good, man. I reckon the Warriors by 40. Okay, the Warriors by 40.
Oh, man, I'm going to go Warriors. That's just crazy. I'm going to go 36.
Okay, good.
I'm going to go Warriors loss again, and here's why. I think the Warriors have got the yips. They disintegrated in those last two games, and now, here's the problem. Other teams now know, even if the Warriors get off to a rip-roaring start, they can reel them slowly in and dominate them. And so other teams know that. What I worry about now is that it's now in the Warriors' head that that's been happening and that they start going, it's happening again. And one thing, and you can tell me if I'm being unfair about this, fellas. And
You're being unfair about this.
I'm sure you will. Looking back on the history of the Warriors, I don't think they've ever done well when the expectations are high.
What years really stick out to you where the expectations were high?
All the last 10.
What?
Yeah, wise words, mate. Also looking at Newcastle Knights injuries, they got Marju, Sofidi, Cartwright, Hetherington, Frizzell and Ponga are all out.
Yeah, that's a large chunk of their starting side.
That is a pretty good chat. So I just feel like, they're going to pull together as a team. And look, the other side of it is, what if Jase is right? What if you have them losing 3 in a row and giving away 6 points to the Knights,
Titans.
to the Titans, and to St. George?
Well, because I remember you saying...
That is not good.
I remember you saying last week, Keyzie, if they lost this last match, you were going to be genuinely worried. And can I just ask you guys this question? When they showed the changing rooms in the half-time, that looked like a massively dejected Warriors side.
Yeah, I think it was because they were playing badly, yeah.
Oh, to be honest, Jase, I am worried. There's no doubt about it. We just lost to two of the worst teams in the NRL. Admittedly, the Titans actually have started to play well. Hang on.
Yeah, just wait.
No, I wasn't going to have a go.
No, I know, but I am genuinely worried. However, I feel positive. 10-day turnaround. They were given 3 days off over the weekend. We're starting to get stocks back. Our bench looks like a normal bench with only one young fella on there.
I am so far away from being anywhere close to panicking.
No, I'm not panicking. I'm just worried.
And I'm not saying that you are. But what I love about this team is you can say what you like, they don't quit.
No, exactly.
They don't quit, and they've got great systems. They've got a great coach. They've got an owner that has put systems in place so that the feeder teams are now there. It's an awesome side. It hasn't changed from last year, and they're going to kick ass.
Yeah.
She'll be right.
Yeah, let's hope so, fellas. Let's hope so. Because it is kind of weird how these last few games have gone, given the momentum they had and how well they were playing.
Oh, it's very weird. It is very weird. You're like the Paul Kent of New Zealand.
You are, actually.
Who's he?
Oh, he's like a really well-respected NRL pundit.
Yeah. Have you ever been
he's
upside
really
down
well,
against the tree?
really well hated? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, 100%. That is true. But make sure Sky Sport 9 this Sunday, 4 o'clock, myself and Di Henwood commentating the Wars taking on the Knights.
You've commentated the last two, Keyzie?
Yeah, what about it?
Nothing.
What, the 2 losses? What about it?
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Shapeshifter there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show. Now, plenty going on after 5 o'clock. And, of course, the Friday Throbber, fellas.
Throbber.
We've got legendary comedian Chopper Reed coming in as well. Looking forward to that. He's always a funny bastard.
He is. He's great, old Chopper. Plus, another scandal, Jase. You'll remember a couple of weeks ago we kind of blew the lid off ZM potentially using Big Show terminology and things like that.
On a couple of occasions.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, another one's come through this time from the Breakfast Show.
Unbelievable.
Oh, top rating.
Yeah, top rating Breakfast Show, so we're going to have to delve into that.
Oh, God.
Are you guys all good?
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
It's the Hodaki Big Show's Friday Throbber.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones.
Yeah.
If you don't know what the Friday
man.
Throbber is, we each choose a song here in the studio. Then you give us a call on 0800 Hodaki and decide what song you want to win the Friday Throbber and kick off your Friday/weekend.
Yeah, man.
First to 2 votes wins, fellas?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. 0800 Hodaki is the number to call to have your say. Whoever wins, by the way, the song gets played in full.
Yes.
We then take that point as a victory. Add it to the scoreboard. Currently, the scores are Mike, 5 points. Keyzie, 4 points. Jase, 3 points with 3 asterisks.
Have I gained another asterisk?
I don't remember.
Hey, now, just because it's New Zealand Music Month, we thought we'd go with New Zealand tunes today, fellas.
Yeah, we did, and this is mine. Can't go wrong with Shapies. There's nothing more Kiwi than that.
Yeah, the only thing
If
I
you
was a
go
bit worried about was we just played one of theirs.
Well, yeah, which is fine. People love it. But people can't get enough of it. We actually got a text through saying, I cannot get enough of Shapeshifter.
I know,
Yeah, that's true. We did on 3483.
Which tune is that from Shapies?
Star? No, it's not Stars.
Monarch? In colour.
There we go.
I think it's in colour, fellas.
You're in colour.
What do you got there, Keyzie, you mad dog?
This is one of the all-time greats out of New Zealand.
And I've got. And I've got. And I rock.
Clap your hands to this one.
And I've got. Okay. Not for 1 minute did I give a doubt you. Always putting it down for my crew. Cats but like.
Interesting.
That's the Fast Crew with I Got.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to clarify.
Why are we clarifying after my tune?
No, that's all right. No, that's fine.
Hoity J, what do you got, baby?
Here you go.
Hell
We've
yeah.
actually done this before. It didn't win then.
Got very close, I recall. That's a tune, man. That's a tune.
So Hoity J there was Savage Swing.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. But
So one Throbber and...
ultimately, you decide, New Zealand. Give us a call right now on 0800 Hodaki and we'll get into it.
In the meantime, a proper old school Throbber, Numb.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
It's the Hodaki Big Show's Friday Throbber.
Yes, indeed. And the theme today, New Zealand tunes, because it's New Zealand Music Month.
Yeah.
Appropriately.
Can I just say, fellas, up front, I just no matter what the result is here, no hard feelings, all right?
Absolutely,
no
man.
hard feelings from my end,
mate.
all right?
Totally.
All right.
Keyzie, man, any hard feelings from your end?
The weird thing is I've got hard feelings now, but once the result happens, I won't.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is what Mike chose.
Oh, yeah, boy! An actual Throbber. This is good eating. And And then we've got a couple of ZM throbbers coming up
Hey,
here.
can I just ask? This is not.
No, it wouldn't
but
be.
You've
This
done that
is
one
not a
before,
sign
haven't you?
of-
Have
nah,
you done
not,
it?
not that particular one.
okay.
But I've certainly done my fair share of shapies.
That was Shapeshifter in colour. This is my tune.
And I've got. Yeah. And I rock.
Clap your hands to this one.
And I've got.
Yeah. Another comedy tune there from Keyzie.
Oh, man, the Fast Crew I got. Seriously, when I was probably 12, I wanted the same jumpsuit that they wear in the video clip that Dane Rumble had on.
That's how you know it's a cool song.
Yeah, because the jumpsuit.
Because Keyzie loved it when he was 12.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I was a big fan of yours when I was 12. This is Jase's choice.
Yeah!
So let's go to the phone lines.
Can I just say, no, nothing to do with the Throbber, but I saw Savage at the Radio Awards the one time I went to there. He was fantastic.
Oh, great.
He is good.
He was really good.
He can
good story.
command
Thanks,
a crowd.
mate.
By the way, just quickly, Jase, before we go to the line, Jase.
Yes.
Before we go to the lines, I've been told that we'll be able to pick one of the winners who have called through on 0800 Hodaki, and they will go in the draw for a Lucky Dip New Zealand vinyl for New Zealand Music Month.
Oh,
Sweet as, mate. I don't even know where. Should we just go
Wherever
with
you
Mark
like,
then?
man. Wherever you like.
Mark, you mad bastard. How's life?
Terrific, guys. How you going?
Yeah, good.
Just
thanks, mate.
great.
Good. What are you running with there, Mark?
Let's hear some Savage, eh?
Oh,
Good on
choice,
you, mate.
man.
Good on you, Mark.
Good choice, Mark. Stay on the line, brother.
Ricky from Christchurch. G'day, man. How you going?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, really
thanks,
good.
Ricky.
mad
Good,
dog.
thanks, mate. You mad bastard. What are you going with there, Ricky?
It's got to be Savage.
There it is.
Good
Good
on
stuff.
you, fellas.
Hey, Ricky, stay on the line, mate, and we're going to give you a Lucky Dip of a New Zealand vinyl, all right?
Hey, and just no hard feelings, Keyzie, all right?
No hard. Do I have to have an asterisk on this one?
No,
Or can I
Jase.
escape the asterisk this time?
How about this one? We'll get rid of one of your asterisks, all right? So you've only got 3 now.
Oh, thanks, man.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Bit of Savage for you there. Swing. Someone texted in 3483 that they wanted to see my hip swing.
Yeah.
So I just went into Studio B and did a little sort of dance for Pugsan. So hopefully you'll be releasing that video later on today.
There's also another text here on 3483 that says, hasn't Jase done this song before? That calls for an asterisk.
Oh, wow. So 4 asterisks for Hoity J.
You've almost got more asterisks than you've got points.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, because he had 4 asterisks, and then we dropped it down.
Yeah, I know.
Because he felt sorry.
Oh,
Now he's
God.
got it back again.
Right.
So, what's the scores now?
5, Mike.
sorry,
Keys.
yeah.
Okay, so Mogi on 5. Keyzie is on 4. Hoity J on 4 with 4 asterisks.
I think I've won the last 2, actually.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
killing it, man.
I'm coming
You're
down.
so good.
Coming down the back straight there, fellas.
We've got about 7 months
Yeah,
of
I
the
was
show.
going to say 7 months. So I'll be well on the wake by then, probably.
You certainly will. The Friday Throbber. The Friday Throbber will be back again in a week's time on the Friday. Don't forget we are doing themes now, so if you've got a theme idea, text it through to 3483, and if we use your theme, you could win a $50 night and day voucher. Just quickly, fellas, if you text the word Triton right now to 3483, you can get in the draw to win a chance to take the brand new Mitsubishi Triton on a sweet off-road adventure, just like we did. To see the video, head to Hodaki Big Show's Instagram page, all right?
Yeah, so
That's
good,
a hell of
that
a
video.
prize, man. Get on that.
Yeah,
really good prize.
it is. Coming up next by Woody J, ZM has been caught copying us again,
Unbelievable, man.
and this time it's something very close to your heart.
Right, okay.
Although you guys have been copying them with your choice of throbbers.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You like
Yeah.
that?
It's funny from you, Bogey.
Yeah.
It's good.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yes, indeed. Cold War Kids here on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon, and the plethora of comedians continues with the legend that is Chopper Reed. Chopper, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, not too bad. How you going, legend?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Good. Do you want some meat rub?
Some meat rub?
Yeah, I've got some meat rub.
Who rubs what?
Well, generally you do the rubbing. I just want to... We're trying to clear out all the crap that's in our studio, Chopper, and we've got some meat rub.
I thought you would... Yeah, okay.
No, that's what I thought when Mogi offered it to me. But no, she's just your legitimate sort of for your pork, your sirloin, that
For your
kind of thing.
barbecuing.
Your
Okay,
barbecuing.
yeah, I thought it was code for something. I thought you already had a little hidden spy cam in my hotel room half an hour ago.
It also is. Are you a big barbecue fella?
I'm a big fella and I go to barbecues.
Sure.
That's about as close as it gets. I'm not one of these weird creeps who turns 35 and just tries to smoke everything. You know those guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I smoked a quail the other day for 17 hours. Yeah, man, the missus had half a mouthful each. It was worth it. You're like, come on, mate. Get a hobby.
You're not one of those bastards, are you, Chopper, that turns up, because I used to have mates, we'd have a barbie and they'd turn up with like one beer. Or two beers, and then they drink all your piss, but only, drink their one bottle of beer and then get into yours.
Yeah, they get one of those little crafty beers, one of those $15 cans. They spend more time doing graffiti on the can than they do bloody making the beer. And they walk in and you're like, I thought I told you to get $15 worth of beer, and he's like, I did. and then drinks all your beer.
It's pretty outrageous, actually, the cost of beer these days. Back in my day, because I don't drink, but back in my day, you could get a lot of piss for $15.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Now it's all, as you say, crafty and all that sort of carry on.
It's a bit bloody nonsense. Do you guys have that zero alcohol beer now?
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
people just pay. Oh, I'm going to pay $20 for some bread flavoured water. You're like, come on, what are you up to, mate?
Yeah, we've actually tried to get through that, but it does defeat the purpose, because we've sort of found, Jase and I, that no matter how many you drink, you don't get pissed.
Oh yeah, it's just you spend all night going to the toilet and you don't fight anyone. It's ridiculous. What's the point? No hiding, no fighting, no hugging.
Well, here's the interesting thing, Chopper, because I bought some zeros the other day at the supermarket. You know how you have to get sort of authentication from the people there. You have to do that for zero beers as well. I was outraged.
What is it, an IQ test or something?
Well, it's just for some reason, because it's beer in inverted commas, they have to check it out.
Just be like, can you count to 15, sir? All right, you know that for every time you count it, that's $1 you're spending on what's basically cordial for adults, right? You know that?
Yes.
Chopper, you're here for the New Zealand International Comedy Festival. The name of your show, Not Here to F Spiders, it's obviously a great name, but it's a tough one to plug on radio, isn't it?
It is a bit tough, but I also thought it'd be a bit less full on than if I called the show. I'm specifically here to engage in sexual congress with your MILFs.
Right, okay.
Right, I thought, that was a bit wordy, not as catchy, and also, he puts the bloody MILFs on edge.
Is that all part of the chat up as well? The first thing you're asking is how many kids have you got?
Yeah. How many kids you got? Oh, it's all working. Is that too much? I regret saying that now.
You spend a lot of time in New Zealand, Chopper. Second home here, mate?
Yeah, pretty much. I do like the fact that the migration is all run on the honesty system. They're like, have you been to prison on the form? You're like, no. Got him again.
You're kind of like, because you're no stranger to these shores, mate. You're like an adopted son for us. Can we claim you like you guys claim heaps of our stars?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, thanks, man.
A straight swap for Russell Crowe? Or...
You can have Russell.
You can. Russell's all yours, mate.
Yeah.
Rusty Delacroix.
Well, we better take a quick break here on the Hodaki Big Show. Lenny Kravitz will be back shortly with more Chopper.
Good stuff.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Lenny Kravitz here on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. We've got legendary comedian Chopper Reid in with us. So your show is I'm Not Here to F Spiders.
Yep.
What's it about, Chopper?
It's about everything. It's about human stupidity.
Sure, so it's a long show then?
Yeah, pretty much. No, because the phrase "not here to spiders" actually it means not here to waste time, not here to muck around.
Sure,
that's what I'm doing. I'm just getting in there. I'm telling jokes. I'm going for the throat.
Yes,
everyone has a giggle, and then I go home again. I don't know if you've seen comedy lately, but it feels more like some sort of 20-year-old telling you about their life experience. You're like, what life experience, mate? Don't tell me about it, champ. I don't need to know. You're not a philosopher, mate. You live in a share house.
It's an industry now. Back in things have changed in New Zealand. When I used to do stand-up about 20-odd years ago, 30 years ago, Chopper, it was just a bit of a piss take. You get them there and they'd go, we'll pay you $20 and get your piss. And we'd go, yeah, sweet, we'll do comedy for now. But now it's a real industry in New Zealand.
Yeah, now you get there and they charge you for drinks.
Yeah.
I thought the point of this whole gig was getting free beer.
Exactly.
Just bloody slap in the face.
Free booze.
Chopper, one thing that I was just talking to Mike about actually before you came was you on the Ronnie Johns half hour back in the day and Flight of the Conchords, their very first gig that went over to the States. I think they were on the Late Show, it might have been. Those clips were simultaneously swirling around my high school at the same time. I've been sent them about 1 million times, So How big of a factor was that in the sort of launch of Chopper on the telly?
Oh, mate, like I got into YouTube exactly the right time. The Ronnie Johns half hour was on just as YouTube was a thing.
Yeah.
6 months earlier, no one would have heard of it. 6 months later, he would have just been lost in amongst a bunch of keyboard cat videos.
Yeah.
And that would have been it. So yeah, no, it was very lucky.
Yeah, just for some reason, like I think someone sent me I still vividly remember seeing the bingo one. It was the very first one I ever saw for the first time, and it was like mind-blowing stuff, you know.
Well, it's good to know that you thought of me and Flight of the Conchords as being the same level at some point in our career. I think that's changed a little bit.
So where are you actually? Are you doing the show at the Bruce Mason? Did I read that, or was that all wrong?
I got one at Sky City and one at Bruce Mason.
Oh, right, okay.
I've looked
so
at
just
I've
two
looked at your
shows
bridge
then.
and I thought, it's all right.
You
That
try-
might need a bit of a hand.
You're doing the
Yeah.
whole country though, aren't you?
Oh yeah, most of it.
Most of it, yeah.
I'm not going to Oamaru this time,
Oh,
unfortunately.
you're not?
so
What
I'm gonna
happened
have to
last
get my-
time? There's
Well,
no shortage of MILFs down there,
There's
Chop.
no shortage of MILFs. They're all steampunk MILFs. MILFs in leather top hats with flying goggles.
That's good stuff, I think.
Good,
Yeah. That sounds pretty good, actually.
Well, I'll go back for the pleasure, not business.
Yeah, sure.
You've got 14 shows across the country. Are there any places, because you've obviously been here for a wee while now, are there places you do avoid whenever you're gigging?
No, not really. I did one of the last times I was here. I did a gig in Invercargill, as I often do.
Oh, okay.
And there was this guy who just kept messaging me. He's like, do a gig in Bluff, you loser. Why don't you come to Bluff? Come to Bluff. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to see what the deal is. I finished my gig in Invercargill. Still had the hire car. I drove to Bluff, and 10 minutes later, I was like, what's this guy's problem, mate? You can walk there, you loser.
I love that, he wanted you to come to him.
Yeah, he's not going to go to the car.
You make all the effort, man.
Yeah.
If I did a gig in Bluff, he'd be like, come to my place. You're
But
on the phone.
I love how he talked you around, though. That was a good effort on his part. Okay, I will come.
Well, I didn't do a gig. I just pooped in his letterbox and drove off. So there you go.
Well, if you want to get tickets to Chopper's 14 show tour across New Zealand, comedyfestival.co.nz is the place to do it. Just search for Chopper, look for Not Here to F Spiders, and that'll see you right.
Good on you,
Take
Chopper.
the lid off and give it a sniff.
Good on you, mate.
Bloody Ripper, thanks for coming in, Chopper.
Hey, thanks for having me again.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Bush there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Friday evening. Now, so much. I'm looking at the planner here, fellas, for the show. There's a lot going on after 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
Shit, sorry, fellas.
it's the most we've ever had.
Yeah.
After 6.
I'm not sure we're going to fit it all in, Moogie.
Just all I ask, Jase, is that you try.
Yeah,
just
sure.
Give it the old college try, brother.
Yeah, I'll give it my best shot.
Just see if you can cram it in.
I'll do my best shot.
I've just looked at it. It says here, what's on telly with Mike Minogue and Jase's heat pump debacle. How the hell are we going to fit all that in?
Well, exactly my point, Keyzie.
Far out.
Because the heat pump debacle's at least 10, 15 minutes.
Shit. Okay. All right. Well, let's go to a break, and then we'll come back, and we'll just have to rip straight into it. All right,
yeah,
fellas?
sounds good, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive bagbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Oh, that was not good.
No.
That was way off.
Don't look at me.
Wow.
We've had a couple of days off, Woody J. You know, timing's not going to be there. We're going to have to earn it. We're going to have to earn it.
No, fair point, man. Fair point.
All I can say is what's on TV with Mike Minogue better be fantastic.
Well,
when is it not?
Yeah.
I mean, the harmonising at the start.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hey, now listen to the podcast outro today. The podcast we do outside of the radio show. It's a bit more R18, a bit more relaxed. Get to know us on a bit more of a personal level. For example, today's podcast, we found out an interesting fact about Keyzie, that he used to steal his mate's underwear when he was at school.
Did he?
And wear them.
And wear them.
Because he was too much of a dirty piece to wash his own undies.
Exactly.
Yeah. Here's a clip that backs up that claim from Hoodie J.
I've worn my wife's undies.
Sure.
No, I mean, I don't mean in a gross sexual way.
That's
I
not
mean,
gross.
it was just a pair that I'd run out of clean undies.
And you put those on.
I put those on.
Oh.
But then what about the bra, though? Why'd you put that on?
Oh, that's just
matching.
That's just a personal thing for me, you know.
a matching set.
It was because my moobs were getting out of control.
Yeah, so as you can see, that perfectly backs up Hoodie J's claim there. You can get
Well,
that.
that's how we got into the discussion, how when you're at school you used to, yeah. But anyway.
That was when I was at Dilworth in the 80s. By the way, you can get the Hodaki Big Show's outro wherever you get your podcast from. Search Hodaki Big Show. They come out at 7:30 every night. That and the highlights package of our entire radio show.
Good stuff, Keyzie.
Speaking of highlights, coming up next, heat pump chat.
Yeah, good stuff.
Oh.
Jeez, I'm fizzing about my heat pump, fellas.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, that is a tune, man. Spiderbait.
Shazam.
Great band, man. Straight out of Sydney.
Yeah, good,
Hey, if you
good
get
Australian band.
Get the opportunity, man. Listen to them on. They have them on Spotify.
Oh, mate, funnily enough, that's what I was listening to on the way in.
And just on that note, Spotify has got so many bands on it.
Isn't it incredible? You type in a band and then it's like,
there it is.
Yeah.
And that's
unbelievable.
I don't know how they got everybody to agree to it, but there's all sorts of things on there. Rock and roll.
Yes.
Jazz. Easy listening.
Yes.
Do they have country?
Classical. Hang on a minute, Keyzie. Pop.
Do they have...
Pop.
Do they...
Country and western.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They have,
What about
blues.
What about reggae?
Rock and roll.
What was that Throbber we had, the Throbber theme we had the other day, which was nautical?
Oh, it was a boat thing.
Yeah. You could put
Yacht
in
rock.
I
Yacht
put
rock.
in boat rock,
Yes.
and it came up with all these rock boat tunes.
Yeah, that's right.
And that was all on. It's incredible that it's all on just the one.
See,
thing.
fellas.
And Keyzie, they have woman singers on there as well, which I know will frustrate you, but they've literally got everything.
Hang on. I don't know why you'd say that about me. I mean, I've never been known to say anything like that. However, I'd just like to say that I'm more of an iHeartRadio guy.
Right,
sure.
okay, yeah, sure.
Well, they've got everything as well.
And this is the thing too that I found, Mogi. You find the artist and you can go, this is their playlist.
Yes.
And it's basically every song he, she, they have ever written.
That's right.
There was so many Katy Perry songs I'd never heard before.
Yeah,
Wow.
and you were saying that you were looking up all the videos on YouTube.
Yeah, totally.
And you'd be playing like the National or one of your, sort of boot gazers while you had the videos for Katy Perry on your 70-inch TV.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? Hey, Hoodie J, how are you finding your new heat pump, by the way?
Yeah, it's pretty good, thanks, Keyzie.
We're supposed to be doing heat pump chat here. You know who we are. And we've done a 2-minute chat about an app.
But heat pumps are amazing, but
Yeah, we don't have time now.
Spotify.
Oh, my God. All right, Monday, heat pump chat, okay?
Yeah, sure, Keyzie.
All right.
Sure.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Shihad there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Friday evening, heading into the weekend. A bit of TV watching will be going on. Let's get into a bit of TV chat then. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Our best one ever.
That was pretty good,
Hands
eh?
down.
Yeah.
It actually became another tone then.
Yes, I thought initially we'd got it all wrong, but then something clicked.
happened.
Yeah, something magic happened in the middle there.
Speaking of magic, I watched Seinfeld last night. It was an episode. It was one of their all-timers.
Sure.
And Jase, even if you just turn it on and just watch this episode, it was they go to stay with some friends out in the Hamptons who have just had a baby.
Yes.
And they look at the baby, and the baby is just off the scales ugly.
I think I remember this episode.
In the same episode, George takes his new girlfriend out there. They've never slept together before. He goes off to buy some tomatoes for his mother, and while he's gone, she is going around topless and sunbathing topless. And so he comes back and finds out, and he is furious that everybody else has seen her topless before him. So then he tries to walk in on Jerry's girlfriend topless. And Kramer finds a cray pot and steals all the crayfish out of it and eventually gets arrested. It is an unbelievable episode, except for about the last 3 or 4 minutes, which are garbage. But other than that, a brilliant show.
I do actually remember that episode.
The biggest takeaway from that episode, though, is the term shrinkage.
Shrinkage.
Because she sees George.
Yeah.
No, Jerry's girlfriend sees George naked after a swim by accident. And looks down, laughs, walks off, and then George tries to convince her that it was shrinkage.
That it was shrinkage.
Yeah.
Which was not in the common vernacular, I don't think, until they did it on the show.
Yes, indeed. Well, I watched... I've been watching this drama called Absentia on Prime.
Sounds horrendous.
It does, actually.
Yeah, it is pretty bad. but I got hooked on it. And it's, your classic sort of crime thriller type scenario. And it's a bit over the top and stupid. But as I say, I got hooked. And I got to the final episode right? I got to the final episode where everything was going to be concluded and wrapped up, and it said, this is no longer available.
What had been deleted?
I don't know. It's never happened to me before. And I was like, you are joking me. Like, I'd persisted with it, and then this is no longer available. And I was like, what the
That is a ripper.
Yes.
That's like, actually, I tried to watch Blackadder on there, and they only had season 3, but they showed all of the seasons, but you could only watch the third one.
They had season
Absolutely
1,
furious.
3, 4?
Yeah, it was something. It was wrong anyway, is what it was. And then, actually, can I just ask you guys, have you got Disney Plus?
No.
I've just got it.
Okay, we'll talk to you next week about a show you got to watch.
Okay. All right. Is it the Ben Stokes documentary? Because Jase has been meaning to watch that for 3 years
That's on
now.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Jase, you should watch that, man.
Bloody good. I recommend it to everyone.
You haven't seen it?
Oh,
By the way,
I have.
I watched Country Calendar. It was an episode about some people milking sheep near Topor.
That's another thing I've been watching is this dude that cooks food in Azerbaijan.
On YouTube.
On YouTube, in the mountains.
Right.
And the food he cooks, like he cooks massive whole lambs and stuff in tandoori ovens. It's just... the food just looks so good, fellas. I might move to Azerbaijan.
See ya.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Supergrass there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Friday afternoon. Now, what's this air guitaring palaver, fellas? What's going on there?
Well, we've teamed up with our mates at the Rock Shop, Jase, for New Zealand Music Month. You know New Zealand
Sweet.
Music Month, right?
Yeah, I know that, obviously.
Because we've all
well,
got
I mean, as we were talking about it earlier, Mogi and I started it.
Yeah, well, of course, that's obvious. I've got a New Zealand Music Month T-shirt on. So do you. You got Brooke Fraser.
Fraser.
Fraser, not Fraser.
It's not Fraser. Like,
Fraser.
It's not the comedy show.
It's not the
Keyzie.
TV show.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
It's not like Smoking Joe Fraser.
Yeah,
It's like Smoking Joe Fraser. Is that his nickname? Her father, the rugby player.
Joe
Fraser.
Joe Fraser, yeah.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Because it's Joe Fraser was the boxer.
No, it's Smoking Joe, the centre.
Yes, the rugby player, Joe Stanley.
Joe Stanley, that's...
Yeah.
Her father was, of course, a legendary...
Bernie Fraser.
Yes. Got there in the end, fellas. Yeah, good
That's
stuff.
how you're playing a break.
Should we go to some ads?
Yeah, let's do it. That was good.
Oh, wait, no, hang on, sorry.
The air guitaring part.
We've teamed up with the Rock Shop. Every single rock shop across New Zealand, you can go in there and you can actually find free air guitars being given away.
Great.
You walk in, grab one, walk straight out. Or you can text guitar to 3483. Instantly an air guitar will be sent to your house. And as a bonus, don't know why you'd want it though, but every text of guitar to 3483 puts you in the draw for a real guitar, thanks to the Rock Shop. Do you want to know what the guitar is?
Sure.
Yeah.
Flowers?
Flowers,
Yeah,
go
why
on.
not?
What is it?
The guitar is an Epiphone Les Paul Special 2 by Gisborne. It comes with a Slash player pack, including an amp, a gig bag, strap picks, and a tuner.
Yeah,
Giggity,
that's
giggity.
not bad. I don't know about you fellas. I don't know if I've ever told you this. My wife does a bit of air guitaring, and she's shockingly bad at it.
Right.
It's like embarrassingly bad.
Yeah.
You were saying she's always strumming it.
To the point where I have to actually... Keyzie! Oh, God.
That's appalling.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's a big show done and dusted for the week. Mogi, what's your plans for the weekend, mate?
Got a little bit on, actually, mate. I'm going to have to clean my pool yet again. I'm loving that.
Yes.
Got to do our GST, which I'm thrilled about. Got my daughter's very first game of soccer football.
How good?
Well, it's her first time, so
Oh, wow.
I don't know how she's going to go.
I want to hear about this on Monday.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it on Monday. So, yeah, I guess we'll just have to see. Obviously, the Warriors on your Sunday.
Yes.
And got something else on Sunday that I might tell you about on Monday, depending on how it goes.
Wow.
Sounds good,
Okay?
mate.
Just teasing that
Tell
now.
you what, well, along with... what are they called? Heat pump chat and all that stuff. It's going to be a full show on Monday.
Oh, it's packed to the gunnels.
Keyzie, what are you up to, mate?
Tonight I'm going to the Comedy Gala.
All right.
Oh.
2.5 hours of comedy there with Pug's
Wow.
son, my wife, Manaya.
Your wife, Manaya.
My
I had
wife.
no
Are
idea.
you guys married?
Wow, congrats, brother.
Oh,
So
great.
nothing wrong with that in this
So
day
now
and age, man.
I've got my wife, my fiance, and my wife, Manaya.
Yeah, your
Yes.
wife, Manaya.
That's
yeah.
great. That's so
Are
great.
you cleaning your hat this weekend?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
you sure you need to, Keyzie.
Yeah, especially because I'm going to stuff it up your ass after the show, so it'll need a clean. I'll then be commentating the Warriors on Sunday, 4 o'clock. Join us, Sky Sport 9.
I'm worried about that.
What?
I don't want to say that you're cursing the Warriors, but the last 2 games where you've commentated 2 bad losses for the boys.
They weren't bad losses. Well, they were bad losses, actually. But no, join us, Sky Sport 9, me and Di Henwood, and we're going to turn this thing around. Hoodie J, what are you up to?
Yeah, well, I hope so, fellas. Let's hope for a Wars victory. We've got lots of stuff on, but I can't recall any of it.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what we could do? Talk about it on Monday.
Yeah, totally.
Let's do that.
Because I'm sure something will crop up that'll be hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Because that's just my life.
Do you just want to stop there, or do you want to...
Yeah, no, that'd be good, actually. I'm pretty much done and dusted.
Hey, just quickly, coming up after 7 o'clock, the man, the myth, the legend, the yummy boy himself, Pugson.
Oh, wow. How good.
He's doing the night show.
You're on the night show, brother.
Are you not doing... Who's doing it?
No, he said no.
Are you not doing it? Oh, it's a shame Pugson's not doing it.
Oh, that's not kind of you at all.
Yeah,
Keyzie, that's a low blow, brother.
Far out, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Pugs, come in here and explain. Why are you not... I thought you were doing it.
Sorry, guys, we're out of time.
Yeah, we can't. We don't have time for explanations. Quickly, Pugson, why not? Why aren't you doing it?
Where did you get the idea?
It says here on the schedule that you're doing the night show tonight. Who is doing it?
What schedule?
The schedule in here.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, okay.
So you are doing it?
I can't wait, man.
You got to do that.
It's going to be awesome.
You're going to miss that comedy show. Did you have to start the song again?
Yeah,
okay.
For the first time ever. So you're not doing it?
No.
Okay, well, the schedule's wrong then. Now I've teased Pugson doing a night show and people are excited, and now it's not happening.
Yes.
It makes me look bad.
Yeah, well, look.
You made Jase look bad.
Can
you
I
made
just
me
make
look
the
bad.
point,
But
fellas,
worst of all,
can I just make the point? Don't tease something if you're not going to follow it up, all right?
I don't like being teased, man.
Yeah, come on, Keyzie.
And up next on the night show...
Surely we're edging towards the end of the show.
Yeah, it must be now.
I'm edging hard.
He's been edging the whole time. See you, New Zealand. Bye.